Mrs. Hogwarts. She hasn't been herself. I'd like to take you up on your promise to visit her. I'm heading to Felcroft soon, so I look forward to seeing you. It's just south of Hogwarts, by the way. You're faring well with the last of us.
Lumos.
Now that you've attended Beasts class, I've asked the Dean to assist you in using the room to further your studies in that regard. Please meet him there when you can.
Quite some time. I've been beside myself with worry. Maybe in the courtyard.
Well, we've come this far. Miss Willardsea might get an answer about these butterflies.
The lamb returns to the wolf. This isn't a fair fight! You're all right, and you're fun!
Protego!
You'll have to fight eventually. Shall we finish what we... What have you done? Back for more?
Confringo! Confrotego!
Stop flitting around like a baby witch!
Confringo!
Avoiding our problems, are we?
The beast is safer now. Revelio. Lumos. Revelio. Revelio. Lumos. Revelio.
nothing to poach in Arranger except spiders. Not worth the trouble, if you ask me. What was the...
Show yourself!
Expelliarmus, potato! Reducto! Not so tough now, are ya? Let's cross the people,
You're not going to like this.
Confringo! Leviosa! Confringo!
Potato!
Confringo! Leviosa! Revelio! 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 Oh well, look what we have here. There's a victory that came none too soon. Revelio. 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 Sometimes it seems all roads lead to Hogsmeade. Revelio.
Oh, please.
Glad you came. I'll say it again. Can't thank you enough for helping to save the village from those trolls.
Hello, Miss Willardsey.
Well, what happened? Did you find them?
They led me into the forest and revealed a treasure.
Oh, how lovely! I'm glad you were rewarded for your efforts. Perhaps one day I'll be able to bring myself to go into the forest. For now, I'm happy knowing there's something so lovely to see, should I dare.
Hello, Serena. I received your owl. How are you?
Hello, my friend. Did you ever find Lodgok?
I did, thank you. In fact, we're working together to try and rein in Ranrock.
Are you? I suspected you and he would get along. Perhaps best I don't know details of your plans. And I shall refrain from telling you to be careful yet again. But I hope you will be.
Of course. Your owl mentioned you're needing my help with something.
I do. I thought you might be just the person to do a favour for my friend Dorothy Sprottle in Upper Hogsfield.
I don't believe I've met Mrs. Sprottle.
She's lovely. Her late husband Aidan was a friend of my father's. In fact, I'd stay with Dot and Aidan the summers I waited tables here as a student. I've seen her a few times since Aidan passed, but the pub's been so busy lately, I've not been as attentive as I'd have liked. I wonder if you might pop in and see her. She may need some help collecting ingredients for her supply of Wiggenweld potion. And you could retrieve something of mine in the process. A box, full of old letters and such.
Why does Mrs. Sprottle keep a supply of Wiggenweld potion on hand?
Dot's a skilled potioneer. She's been supplying travelling vendors with Wiggenweld potion. An ordinary precaution that has, unfortunately, become a necessity, what with Ranrock's loyalists disrupting the trade routes.
Why did Mr. and Mrs. Sprottle have your box of letters after all this time?
It's one of a few that I had when I was young. Dot found it when she was clearing out a closet. Can't imagine what's in there. Probably terribly theatrical. The ramblings of a teenage witch and her friends. You're welcome to take a peek inside, if you do find it. To be honest, I'd imagine it contains some lovely memories.
I'll try to go and see her when I can.
It would mean the world to me, and to Dorothy. Aidan was bringing the box of letters to me when he was taken ill. Dot can tell you where he might have dropped it. You'll find the hamlet just north of Hogsmeade. Please do give Dot my love.
Take your time looking about. Plenty of wonderful books to stoke a curious mind like yours. Ah, dressed to impress, I see. Let me know if there's anything else I can do. Let's look at what we have, shall we? Let me know if there's anything else I can do to help.
Revelio. Revelio. Alohomora. Revelio.
I'll fix him. Right.
Sir, is everything all right?
How kind of you to ask. The name's Ackley Barnes. And no, it is not. I'm plotting a sort of revenge against my ex-business partner, a conniving fiend by the name of Alfred Lawley. He cut me out of our herbology supply business, just as we were getting started. Said I was too volatile to work with. I'll show him volatile.
That must have been frustrating for you.
Yes, it was. Terribly. I'm simply passionate about my work. Supercilious fool. He's passionate about things too, as I intend to remind him by relieving him of his prized possession. A venomous tentacula he's grown from a seedling that was to be the keystone of our business venture. I can't get anywhere near it with Ruth Singer watching me like an augury. Lawley's doing, no doubt. But no one would suspect a student. How would you feel about committing some grand plant larceny?
You said Mr. Lawley was your ex-business partner. What were you working on?
I had an idea to train Venomous Tentacula, create guard plants, if you will, that attacked when ordered. We hit a snag when one ate Lawley's Kneasel. After that, he cut me out of the business, the short-sighted fiend.
Why do you need Mr. Lawley's Venomous Tentacula in particular?
Simple. If I have it, then Lawley doesn't. Ergo, I can launch my business, and he must start all over again. I'm killing 2 snidgets with 1 stone.
What else is in Mr. Lawley's cellar?
All of Lawley's herbology supplies. He has quite the collection. Fill your pockets while you're there. Or to slow him down for a bit. And I can get my business going minus any competition.
I'll get the Venomous Tentacula for you.
Marvelous. I know a fellow seeker of justice when I see one. Take as many herbology supplies as you like while you're in his cellar. All I ask is that you bring me the Venomous Tentacula. Remember, I just need that Venomous Tentacula.
Seems I need to find Mr. Lawley's cellar. This must be it. Revelio. This must be the cellar. Now, to find that Venomous Tentacula. Revelio. Better not let Mr. Lawley see me.
What could... Stop! Stop, bandit!
Incendio!
What could... Stop! Stop, bandit!
Better not let Mr. Lawley see me. Revelio. Hello, Amora. Where is that Venomous Tentacula? Revelio. 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 Accio. Confringo. Accio. taken over the whole house.
Accio! Conftago! Confringo! Accio! Confringo! Accio!
Revelio. Shame you're so foul. Revelio. Revelio. Now that I have the venomous tentacula, I should return to Mr. Barnes. Incendio. Revelio. 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 Revelio.
Completed that errand for me?
Hello, Mr. Barnes. I have that venomous tentacula.
Wish I could see Lawley's face when he realizes his prized possession is gone. We'll see who's volatile now. Well done. I'll take it off your hands now.
Of course. Glad to hand it over, frankly.
I shall make an ocean of galleons, and Lawley's business will be sunk. Here's a little something for your next trip to Zonko's.
Revelio.
To see the look on Lordy's face the next time he wanders down to his cellar.
Revelio.
I remember you. Your generosity helped me afford this rather... Sarah a pickle, a dahlia.
Hogsmeade, here I come. Revelio.
You ought to cut back on pudding. Mistook you for a troll the other day.
Accio. Incendio.
I won't rest.
Accio. Incendio. Confringo. Too late for you to learn the Revelio.
Wait a moment. How nice of you.
Revelio. Accio. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Levioso. Accio. Confringo. Revelio. Revelio. Ah, Upper Hogsfield. Now, where to find Mrs. Sprottle?
I remember you.
Upper Hogsfield is being terrorised by Ranrock's loyalists.
Shane Bardolph thought dark magic was the answer. I reckon Rookwood's played a hand in his disappearance.
Hello, Mrs. Sprottle. Actually, Sirona Ryan asked if I'd come and see you.
Oh, dear Sirona, a gem. Has been for as long as I've known her.
She thought you might need help collecting ingredients for your Wiggenweld potion.
And she's correct. My darling Aidan used to collect Hawklumps for me. Since he died, my supply has dwindled.
I'm sorry for your loss, Mrs. Sprottle.
Oh, thank you. Love of my life. A bit lost without him. If you wouldn't mind gathering some Hawklumps for me, I'd be happy to compensate you for your time.
Believe it or not, I have some with me.
Oh, thank you. How wonderful. The travelling vendors will be thrilled to replenish their stock of Wiggenweld potion.
Sirona also mentioned that Mr. Sprottle was bringing her a box of letters when he fell ill.
Indeed he was. I'd almost forgotten. I stumbled upon it just before Aidan died. He was hoping to go through it with Sirona over a butterbeer or two. Those two were always like two bowtruckles in a branch. Aidan took ill when he was collecting Hawklumps on his way to see her. He made it home, but I fear he dropped the box in the cavern. The cavern is in the hills just southwest of our hamlet. You can gather Hawklumps and collect the box of letters there.
Sirona said she lived with you during the summers when she was at Hogwarts. What was she like?
Oh, goodness. Well, she was almost exactly like she is now. Charming, good head on her shoulders, taking care of everyone. I can't tell you the fun we had when she and her friends would visit us during the year, all buzzing about, practicing charms. Talented group. Her friend Mirabelle was a genius in the garden. Learned it all from her muggle parents, if you can believe it.
Do you remember anything about the letters you put in the box?
Oh, of course. A few letters from some of her school friends. Some nice memories. I even included a letter Sirona had written to me when she was staying with us. Thought she might enjoy reading it. I know when I read writing from my youth, I'm always astonished at how much I've changed, and yet remain the same.
Thank you, Mrs. Sprottle.
Thank you. I'll be here if you are able to collect those Hawklumps. I and the vendors I help would greatly appreciate it.
Revelio.
Bardo Beaumont should have returned by now. Had by dark wizards he was.
This could prove dangerous if I'm not careful.
What are you up to now?
Abandoned long ago, no doubt.
Revelio.
I can't go putting me to sleep.
This must be the cavern Mrs. Sprottle mentioned.
Revelio.
Comes to Mrs. Sprottle, but I still need to visit the cave to find Sirona's box of letters. Perhaps better have a look around, see about the hawk lumps and the box of letters.
Incendio.
Revelio. Ah, that's all the hawk lumps for now. Mrs. Sprottle should be pleased.
Incendio. Revelio. Revelio. Deposit.
Revelio. Either I'll have to fight that troll, or avoid it altogether.
Confringo. Incendio. Accio. Confringo.
Revelio. Accio. Repulso. Revelio. Revelio. This must be Sirona's box of letters. I should take this. I think that's everything. Sirona will be glad to have this back. Revelio. 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 Does it get any more cozy than Hogsmeade? Revelio. Hello, Sirona. I have good news. I was able to provide your friend Mrs. Sprottle with some Horklumps for her Wiggenweld potion, and I found your box of letters.
Oh, thank you. I knew you were the one to ask.
I wondered about some of the letters in the box.
Of course. It appears most of the letters were from fellow students.
I spotted a letter from you to Mrs. Sprottle. You two seem to have a lot of fun together.
We do. She taught me so much during my summers with her and Aidan. I shall be the first to admit that adolescents aren't always the easiest to understand. And not everyone was as kind to me as the Sprottles. But the depth of their kindness, and that of so many of my friends, got me through Got me through some challenging times, to put it mildly.
One of the letters mentioned Quidditch practice. Did you play?
I did. Was the Ravenclaw Seeker for 3 years. Oh, Merlin's beard. I adore Quidditch. Nothing like the feeling of catching the golden snitch when your team's down by 140 points. I'll never forgive Professor Black for cancelling it this year. I missed cheering for Ravenclaw.
I saw a letter from someone named Mirabelle. Is that Professor Garlick?
It is. Still one of my dearest friends. I know she wouldn't mind you having seen that letter. She and I are of a similar mind, especially when it comes to young people. We believe experience to be an invaluable teacher. To borrow a phrase from Mirabelle, it's a joy to see anyone blossom, but particularly one who doubted they ever would.
I'm glad I could be of help. Mrs. Sprottle sends her best.
Don't know what I'd have done without her and Aidan. Thank you, again, for helping her, and for returning this box of letters. It's nice to reflect on good memories.
Revelio. Off on another adventure, are we?
It's like a place right out of a...
Shane Bardolph thought dark magic was the answer.
Excuse me, did you say something about a Bardolph Beaumont?
Oh, hello again. How nice to see you. And yes, I did. I was just worrying about Claire Beaumont's brother Bardolph, only he's gone missing. Rumour is he was seen in the forest practicing dark magic. Saw him myself near some ruins with Rookwood's lot I did. I fear he got himself into trouble with the Ashwinders, especially if he made them a promise he couldn't keep. I'd help search for him myself, but no one will risk encountering Ranrock's loyalists. They seem to be everywhere.
Why would Bardolph want to get involved with the Ashwinders?
Oh, he had a terrible run-in with Ranrock's loyalists. Changed him. He vowed never to feel powerless again. I think he sought the Ashwinders out to learn their secrets. Victor Rookwood, at least, seems somehow immune to Ranrock's loyalists.
Do you think Bardolph may have simply run off?
No. Bardolph's run that shop with Claire his entire life. He'd not give it up for anything. He swore he'd be back in a fortnight. My instincts are that he's been held captive, or worse.
I can certainly look out for him.
Any help would be appreciated. You might speak to Claire first. Perhaps she has some insights that I don't. I can tell you that Bardolph was last seen in the forest wearing a particular woolen jumper, one that Claire knitted herself. Claire will be at her shop if you'd like to speak with her.
Revelio.
This looks intriguing.
Anyone can run a shop if they inherit it.
Alohomora.
What do we have here? A demiguise. Mine now, demiguise. Revelio. I should investigate. Revelio.